Fairies defeats his two opponents. The crowd goes wild. They're shouting, Red! 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 The Furious! The war matron stands up again, and she extends her hand to the crowd. Brings her hands down. The crowd softens. She says, Now, wasn't that a fight? I have something very special planned tonight. She grins wryly. I found a little spy hiding in our caverns nearby. Let's see how Fred does against him.
Oh no!
The crowd dissolves in a roar to a murmur of confusion.
Gosh!
There is the sound of metal clinking on a squarish section of sand begins to drain away as an opening appears and a small platform is elevated. The platform has two posts with chains that dangle from either side. Between those chains is an arcane elf you know as Canaris.
I knew it! Gosh darn it! And now they have to kill each other!
Wait, they're not fighting to the death, are they? Have they been?
They haven't been. But Canaris is ravenous.
Oh no!
Like he's pulling at the chains. And so the crowd just goes, oh! There's a stunned silence, and then they burst into and the chains become slack as they are loosened from Canaris. In his blood-crazed form, he makes a straight sprint at Farius.
Ah!
Farius is stunned.
Maybe we should have entered Adlanna into this tournament.
And he actually drops his sword.
Ooh, I'm gonna speak to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got that magic. I don't know.
All right. What do you say?
Yeah, Boink is still down
And
there.
act differently now, but they're gonna think that you're involved with him.
His response is, I can't fight my friend. Make a persuasion. He says, I can't fight Kenny. I cannot fight Kenny. Make a persuasion check.
But you gotta beat it, does that work? But she did it. She
Plus,
did it.
murder your friend. Come on. Sound good? Uh-oh. Quick! You do the help action, give Boink advantage!
Can we be helping you then?
You're speaking through.
You're speaking through Boink.
Through
Right.
Boink.
I don't know if she'll be able to help.
Not in combat? I mean, I'll say you can add a d4 to your roll. Because Boink is there,
So kind, so DM, so
and he can kind of like emote this
so
to him.
so DM. Beep 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 beep.
Oh, that's a 2. 15?
15.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
That's not too bad.
I mean,
actually.
that's pretty good.
You hear Fairies breathe heavily on the other end, and he says, I think I might be able to take him down, but It's gonna be a tough fight.
Wow.
He says, I think I can take him down, but it's going to be hard, essentially.
Okay, does a slim chance suggest it?
What was that? I'm sorry, you said it too fast.
There's just something with a slim chance thing, but I know Luna filled up several vials of the blood. Like, would he happen to have any on him?
He would have drank all of it, honestly, because they were
Selfish.
Yeah. So, alright, let's...
What if I throw in another healing word?
No. No.
I can't do like a keyleth and just throw some magic out during a fight.
Yeah, now's the time. Now's the time to get creative.
Huh?
Now's the time to get creative.
You throw someone else into the air, just eat on that and get over.
Okay, so the fight's beginning.
Oh. Can Ellie make animals appear?
She can.
Not yet.
No, I can't conjure animals. That's next level. I can turn into an animal.
No! Can you create, like, I don't know, with drug theft, can you, like, create blood or something like that?
I don't
think
I
so.
don't
I think
think
it has
so.
to be like a plan.
I don't think the blink is enough.
Yeah.
Just conjure, like, a ball of blood. One needs to get eaten.
Okay, so Canaris lunges at Various with this blinding speed. It's frightening how fast he can move. But since Various has fought Canaris, in sparring, he actually knows of Canaris's what's it called? Technique, but it's like a cue for like a certain move that you're gonna do. So like
Opening?
yeah, I guess an opening, quirks. Tells. Yes. So Various goes Canaris goes for slash. Various dodges, and then actually let's see, where would he punch him? He goes for like a gut punch to try to like knock the wind out of him, and he does land the blow. Next. Okay. That didn't even roll. Okay. So he Fairies takes this undercut punch and then lands it squarely on Canaris, and the wind is just knocked out of him. He buckles over, and Fairies manages to then make a couple of slashes that aren't deep because he's still holding back because of his friend a little bit. And the next round, Canaris is able to get back onto his feet. He actually then tackles Darius, and they fumble on the ground and a tussle. Oh, a tussle! And a tussle! Canaris goes for a bite, but Farius is able to like grab his face and hold him back, and then like use like the momentum of them like rolling together to actually like roll off of him. So then Furious jumps back up, he actually throws his sword into the ground, and then waits as Canaris gets up and like charges him again. As Canaris charges Furious takes him, and then like basically uses. This is like an Aikido thing, if anyone cares, but he actually uses his momentum and then sends like him like basically like flying over him. So then Canaris is flipped over and thrown onto the the deck thing that it came up on. Then what happens is Furious grabs the chains and like loops it around Canaris's neck and starts to like just pull him against the pole and choke him. Oh. Let's see if. Oh, okay.
Now that's a friend. If he's gonna try and save your life, that's friendship.
That's friendship. Yeah, and so like you see Canaris like clawing against the air trying to like get this like off of him. But he has and then what happens is like he manages to like get a little slack. So then Furious actually goes and around the other pole so that there's like so that he has actually more weight behind like his pool, and then sort of like a pulley system. So then slowly Canaris is choked and he blacks out.
Good friend!
Yay!
And the crowd watches in a stunned silence. And they all just stand up and roar, "Oh!
Yay!
Fred! 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 Fred!"
Friend!
And then you see and then you see like the because they're already on the like lift that Canaris came up on, the lift actually goes down, and the War Matron says, "I believe we have a winner for this competition. Fred the Furious." And then she like raises her hands and everyone goes into a wild Fred! 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 Okay. We will go back to the other team again. You guys continue down your march and then come to two very large statues with the words, with the dwarven runes that say Father's Forge. These two also have the Drow matriarchy banners that hang over them. And they flank either side of this really like tall opening. And the funeral procession goes through. The priestesses begin to chant again, and you come to like basically this kind of cliff face that drops into the lava pool, and think it's a lot like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, where they have like this thing that like lowers down into the lava and like comes back up, so they have like a kind of a pulley system for that. And they approach it, place the body onto the lift or elevator thing, And the lore matron says, "We offer the matriarch of the maidens back into the arms of the Dark Mother. May her sacrifice be known and hallowed for her dark favor." And the priestesses swing their censers, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's the thing with the incense in it, and they swing it around. They begin to chant, and I didn't write words or anything for this, but Luna, you basically, surmise that it's a type of funeral dirge that they're singing. Mm-hmm. And she's, the body is wrapped kind of like a mummy, and it is then lowered into the lava, and everyone watches in silence as this happens. Raxazel actually yawns.
Right.
And then it comes back up. You then the high priestess turns and says, "This concludes the funeral. We will now hunt to bring basically I can't think of words right now."
It's okay, we're gonna hunt?
Yes, we will now hunt to bring honor to her soul.
Is hunting involved?
What? I didn't know that.
Eric says, I think, remember when Adlanna's mom was mentioning something about how they put the body in the lava, and then they usually do some kind of hunt, and then usually an orgy? I think the orgy... No, I think the orgy was made up, but I do think they actually hunt stuff. And then very calmly, the mages and everyone who's armed, they start making a bunch of noise.
Oh boy.
The mages start shooting out just cantrips just to make noise. And then from the cavernous depths, you hear psh, 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 and out of the darkness comes.
Oh no!
You guys like fighting, eh, guys?
I said I did, for sure. But not in a volcano at a funeral.
It's not very formal.
It's not very formal, you're right. Let's see. It's supposed to be a giant subterranean lizard.
Okay, as an aside, who else thinks that the demon moth lady friend was mostly here for the orgy?
Raise hand.
That's probably why she came. She's like, what? They stopped her? Dang it.
Whee! Hang on.
Came for the boob sweat, stayed for the orgy.
Girl, you're stupid. Stop it. Yeah, you are. Don't say you're not.
Don't yell at your cat. He didn't do anything. He just wants to play.
Listen, he's just eating plastic and then getting a stomachache and then throwing it up. He's not smart, okay? His intelligence level below 0. His charisma off the charts. That's it. Those are his stats.
What about dexterity?
Dexterity? He's got it, but he has no courage whatsoever. How is this dexterity? He's a cat hamster. What is out there? Are we starting the fight, or are we pausing the game or ending the session here? What's going on there?
Oh, actually, we don't have enough time, so we'll end the session.
Okay, so there's gonna be a giant lizard monster!
Yes, we're gonna fight a giant lizard next time! That's what's gonna happen!
Thank you for listening to Dungeon Damsels, the Sorority of Madness. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you're interested in supporting us more, please check out our Facebook and our Patreon page.